Well, conditions here are unkind to say the least. Welcome everybody on a wet night. The rain is tumbling down here by the bucketful, and it is going to have a real impact on the important contest that lies ahead.
I'm Peter Drury, and this is Jim Beglin. A delight to have him on board.
Cheers, Peter. It's a privilege to be here. It really is.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. the whistle. Well, Mokhtar Dahari was truly a trailblazer for Malaysian football, Jim, so as a... Oh, no, it's an own goal! And with that, the end! Who possibly could have thought it? Utter disbelief etched on every face.
Oh, this has got to be the worst possible way you can lose a game, but these things sometimes come along.
Lazio get ready for another crack at the big prize. Will they get the win they need to get their campaign off to a flying start, or will their bubble burst over the course of the next 90 minutes? The Lazio fans are out in force, the atmosphere crackling, passions are high. How could this not be inspiring for all those down there in light blue? So it's down to business here. Well, now here is a young man who really does seem to have the whole world at his feet. Lamine Yamal, a player of barely matched potential and indeed of barely matched expectation.
And the inevitable comparisons that go along with that, Peter.
And are those comparisons justified?
Well, from what I've seen of him so far, very much so. There's pace and great technique, but the most outstanding quality about him is his maturity, especially when it comes to making the right decisions. That's what sets him apart, for me anyway.
Mohamed Salah receives it in a wide...
Decent chance! Oh, the ball's run loose here.
Vieira gets it clear.
And the counter is on.
And it's been played through.
Son Heung-min.
And that is well cleared. Can he get it through? Camavinga calmly anticipates. Now, can they get him away? He's beaten the last man. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball.
And he could have done himself a massive favour by just lifting his head up there. You know, it would have been a better picture of what was going on around him.
Nicely shaped ball. So, Jim, what have you made of what we've seen so far?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
He's had a shot! Oh, special! That is a special goal! A finish of true class!
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And Dijk gets it away. Looking to play him in. Ronaldo finds himself offside. McAllister is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. And it's Camavinga. Wang. And we have our very first corner. Looking for the run. Lazio have the chance to go the other way. Nicked it back promptly. McAllister.
Lazio are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Van Dijk.
There they go, hunting again.
Camavinga. And it's McAllister. Silvestre is one of the key ingredients in the team's attack. And here's Mohamed Salah. Getting on for a third of the way through the game. That's a lovely, neat pass. That's really well manoeuvred. Nesta clears it away. Pele.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Well, that's beautifully weighted. Son Heung-min. Cristiano Ronaldo. Mignon claims comfortably. Neymar. It's Camavinga. Kiatisuk has found the net here, of course. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Cristiano Ronaldo. Yamal. Costa Curta. Defending was strong and firm. It'll be a throw-in. And it's Camavinga. Now this could be a chance. Vieira gets a foot in here. Pele. So what can they make of this? Howson gets over and intercepts. Engages and forces him off the ball. Yamal. It's a searching pass. That's beautifully weighted. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Nicely weighted ball. Nice looking ball. No luck with that dink over the top. McAllister. Cristiano Ronaldo. No, that's been intercepted. Van Dijk clears. And that is the end of the first half. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs. Lazio currently behind by 1-0 at the break.
It's been a pretty tepid display. They'll want to use this break wisely to regroup and come out with some fresh initiatives. This is all still very salvageable, maybe even winnable.
Well, that is the first half done, and we are ready for what follows in the second.
Sostituzione per la Lazio. Numero 13.
And here is the first touch of the second half.
Lazio really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
Somewhat off target. Lazio come out of the tunnel having undergone a change at half-time.
Well, I think it's the perfect time to make a change. Neymar really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Sostituzione per la Lazio. Numero 22. Numero 18. Cristiano Ronaldo. Lasciano il campo per
shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out.
Cambio di
It's not
giocatori.
gone well. Kiatisuk is the type of player who always likes having a bit of space in front of him. Right, looks a good ball through. And he gets rid in a hurry. No way through, so back it comes. That's going to go a long way. And now they can spring out of defence. Oh, a gilt-edged shot! Kiatisuk! Lazio still trailing by one and looking here to take it up a notch after the break.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Sostituzione per la Lazio.
Corner number 2 then.
Numero 6. Seedorf. Lasciano il campo per
Keeper's dealt with that. Takes a shot! And that's off target.
Kadiolu really looked sharp out there. That first touch, sensation.
Doué. And it's Doué. In the end, they found themselves penned in, nowhere to go. Bale, he has found the way through. Koundé does really well to win the ball there. Looking for options for movement. Costa Curta. Cross deflected behind for a corner. So, third corner of the game. Van Dijk can get it clear.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
They're coming again and again.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
And here's Mohamed Salah. Mohamed Salah. Koundé. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, considering they're only one down, they're closer to conceding a second than scoring a leveller.
And this is Del Piero. Howson proves too strong. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defence. Tries one from range! And he's there to get it away. He's a sharp little ball here. Hakimi.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Camavinga. And it's Koundé. Koundé. Howson. Has a look and plays it forward. Hakimi. Will play through for the wide man. Doué has it out wide and in space. Big chance! It is a fantastic goal! A finish right from the top draw! And surely that clinches it! There really is no way back now! Stylish in the extreme, a delicious goal.
It's almost poetry in motion, Peter, isn't it? The way he wraps his foot round the ball so effortlessly. Amazing.
And Batistuta! Another one of football's and how moments.
It's a good effort. You can sense that they're upping the gears. This needs to be sustained now. Well, this does not look promising, Peter. The least they can do is to give the crowd something to cheer about, but that might be difficult from here.
More and more pressure on the ball here. Van Dijk. And here's Del Piero. And this is Batistuta! And that's in! And that is stunning. Just too hot to handle.
I think it was probably past the keeper before he even saw it. Incredible he got so much power with so little backlash.
Lazio cut their deficit and look raring to go again.
Well, they'll just be praying that one more chance falls their way before the whistle goes.
He's shifting through the gears here. That should be the goalkeepers, and it is.
This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
McAllister, and it's Neymar. Out towards the flank. It's Camavinga. Time added on 4 minutes. And he's quick to return it. And here's Doué. Oh, strongly challenged there. He ran himself into trouble there. Free kick given away. Frustratingly close. A poorly directed kick from the keeper. He's given it away. Now it's Del Piero. Koundé cuts out the pass. Hakimi. And that's a throw-in. McAllister. That's the end. A game of margins, of thrills, the sort of game that is a great advertisement for our sport. So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. So things are underway.
The midfield three, Peter, I think are going to be key in this lineup because it's a very expansive system.
Yeah, it certainly looks a very front-footed approach.
It is, and with the front three, especially the wide men, running at and beyond the defence, there's...
Decent chance!
That's a lovely, neat pass. Now it's Messi. Messi! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Messi clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Victoria with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Great challenge, time to perfection.
Oh, that's excellent, such a clean tackle.
And now they can spring out of defence. Looking for a runner. And he's had it nicked away. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
There's no shortage of great fullbacks in the game today, but Robertson really is among the very best. Some true legends of the game have sung his praises, and I can't disagree. Pace, directness, distribution are all his outstanding qualities, and he does it time and time again.
No argument from me on that front. It's easy to see how his presence alone affects both sides. Robertson is looking to influence the game from out wide. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And he was quick to react. England yet to have an attempt on goal. And he's managed to get free. That has not gone well.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
He's had it taken off him. No outsmarting him this time. Knocks it into space. Pato looking to receive it in space. Rodri. And it's Messi. Looking to play him in. Pato. Rooney. Oh, that's wonderful alertness.
And he could have done himself a massive favour by just lifting his head up there. You know, it would have been a better picture of what was going on around him. Victoria definitely like their pressing from the front.
It's relentless at times, Jim, isn't it? High energy, high intensity.
Standard practice nowadays, Peter. Make sure you don't give your opponents any time to think on the ball.
Gabriel. And that is out of play. And he's managed to gift it back. Nice looking ball. Gabriel gets across to intercept that. Raul. Chance here to counter. Raul has got himself a free kick. And it's Caceres. Pato. Can he get on the end of this? Oh, that looks a cracking ball. It's gone all the way through to the keeper. Robertson. Now it's Figo. He's shifting through the gears here. Figo. Cross into the box. And it's claimed by the keeper.
That will annoy the manager. They're making themselves too predictable here.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? So still we are where we began. It's 0-0. Lampard does really well to win the ball there. And it's corner. They've played it short. Figo clears. Gerrard. Bayer breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. Victoria are looking to go forward now. Tries to pass it through. Oh, that's fabulous. And he's there to make the challenge. Gabriel cuts out the pass. Caceres.
Temos minuto de acréscimo.
Looking for the run. It's a promising position. Tries to play it through. So a temporary halt to the action. So we go in at half-time with both defences still yet to be breached. They rather cancelled each other out in the first period. Let us see what the second half brings. What do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
Well, it's been nothing but frustration, really, Peter. I think the team as a whole has to take more risks, but they really need to up their quality too.
Still waiting for this to take off. It's goalless at half-time.
Senhoras e senhores, vejam no telão as informações sobre como se localizar dentro do estádio. Substituição.
So let's get the ball rolling.
Camisa 4.
England really are going to need to improve in a hurry if they don't want to fall behind here. Upping the intensity and the tempo will be their starting point.
England come out this half somewhat altered.
Well, I'm assuming that this is going to end up as a tactical change, Peter.
Pacho. Nicely weighted ball. He's onside! And this is Gerrard. Lampard.
This is the time you need that pace.
Now it's Beckham. Pass is just off target. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Messi is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. That's a good foray he's making.
Oh, great feat, that.
Nice control. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Caceres made a surge from full-back, as it turned out, unsuccessfully. No, he wasn't being taken in by that trickery. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. And it's Gerrard. Now, can they get him away? The most accurate pass. Very little to report from an attacking perspective. Jim, it's a cagey old game.
Well, I think both teams can help themselves massively with better movement up front, Peter. There's just not enough happening at the moment. And essentially, their job is to find space, and that needs to start happening.
And here's Pato. Pushkas. Oh, well cut out. No margin for error there at all. That is good alertness. Lampard. Threads one in. Vigo, tantalisingly brilliant, at times unstoppable. And he has shown him a yellow card.
substituição em campo.
So changes afoot here, and from both sides.
Rising over the bar.
Well, that was just asking too much of himself from there.
Camisa 22, camisa 25, camisa 5.
The pass is intercepted.
Substituição.
Can he get it through? And the through ball. And this is Bullet. Bayern claims comfortably. Looking for options for movement. Oh, that pass isn't the best.
Vitoria have turned up with a human blockade. This is top defence.
England perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution. Yamal. And he's picked out the run. And this is Ronaldo.
It's Cristiano Ronaldo! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Cristiano Ronaldo actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
And he's taking no chances there. And now a sudden chance to counter. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Lobbed in behind. There's a sharp little ball here. Pacho spots it and intercepts.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
Pacho kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily.
Well, it's very much looking like this might be destined for a scoreless outcome.
Robertson, great vision. That is ended up in no man's land. Gabriel calmly anticipates. Robertson. Well, that looks a decent ball. Hazard in acres of space out wide.
There's the shot!
Well, now it's a race for the ball.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Rodri. Aimed beyond the defence. That pass has been well intercepted. And it's Robertson.
Teremos minuto de acréscimo.
Thuram. It's a pretty loose pass. Rodri. And we're done. Frustration, exasperation, vexation, certainly from an attacking perspective. Neither side. Well, this is a critical game, a chance for the perfect statement to any potential rival that you are aiming higher at their expense. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. If you have just joined, you have just missed the kickoff. So a clash of nations with so much pride on the line. That's where it came from. And this is Del Piero.
Real chance! He's delivered all right!
Well, once more, it's him, and we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible. Well, I think it's pretty obvious, Peter, that this emphasises the importance of having willing runners who want to go behind that defence. One good ball, and they're in.
Italy penetrate.
Del Piero! Goal! Not one, but two. It is a dream start.
Well, Peter, they're trying to claim offside here, but this stinks of desperation to me. They know they've got it wrong.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Yeah, it's all happening now. There's been an upping of the intention and urgency, a real step up in possession and purpose now.
Well, he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
He's going for goal! Relentless! Just relentless! A quite incredible spell. They are flying.
What a delicious goal, stroked in like a maestro.
It's almost poetry in motion, Peter, isn't it? The way he wraps his foot round the ball so effortlessly. Amazing.
A case now of complete control.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
There will be 1 minute added time.
And the referee has signalled for half-time. Well, who would have thought it? A huge chasm between the two teams already, and it might grow even wider in this second half.
Italy absolutely dominated that half, Peter, and now it's all about game management. There's no need to overstretch themselves. Just stay calm and see this one out.
Italy producing a nigh-on perfect 45 minutes. It's 3-0.
Everyone, please welcome our players to the field.
Away we go again. He's done very well to take that back. Pressing high and with purpose. That's that, the end. Perfect result, perfect outcome. A test passed with flying colours. Well, what are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
Well, it's pretty clear that there was a solid game plan in place for what was a very high-pressure game. I think it shows great maturity on the part of the players, and it was, for me, well-deserved and well-earned.
And now, please turn towards the screen for a special presentation featuring our guest performers today.
The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Have a look at this. It is what you anticipate here these days in London North 7. An undulating red and white wave, an Arsenal wave which envelops the team. We're up and running then. Leicester, this guy undoubtedly the centre of attention here for more reasons than just one. This is his 300th game.
Well, Peter, he has been the servant who keeps on giving to this team. You don't get to do what he has without a dedication and motivation that simply never wavers.
Lampard, and he was quick to react. Cook-Chu. Can he finish? It's loose and there's a race for the ball. Oh, can he get onto this? Benatia cuts out the pass. Lampard. Oh, perfectly measured that. Benatia calmly anticipates. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
So, Jim, what has caught your eye in these early exchanges?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
The ball has bounced loose now. Played back into the centre. And it's Gerrard. Rooney. And he's intervened well there. England, so far, providing no real test at all for the goalkeeper. Lampard, never out of the action for very long. Oh, nicely intercepted. And here's Rooney. Now it's Darwin. Great ball if he can get there. That is good alertness. Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Now it's Cook-Chu. He's picked his way through. And the shot! And again! Goal! Arsenal! The first significant strike. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Yeah, he showed great reactions there. Right place, right time, easy pickings.
Number 47.
You felt it was coming. 1-0.
Well, I guess this ought to make things interesting, Peter. No doubt the opposition will now be forced to play a more open and riskier game.
Not the best distribution from the keeper. Maldini.
England are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
And this is Hazard. Brilliantly cut out. Forward it goes.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Howson kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. He's a sharp little ball here. Rooney, he is through here. And he's cut it out. It's run loose here. Now it's Lampard. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was...
And he shoots! Now, who's going to be first to this? Oh, he's been caught napping. Darwin can be a real threat inside the box. Gerrard. And he welcomes it in. Lampard. Ball played for Pato. Pato! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Oh, he's been caught on it here. And it's Hazard. Cook-Chu.
England certainly could do with a positive spell for the remainder of this half, just to set the tone for what's to come.
And he's worked it through. Duke finding himself in space. Oh, greatly! Oh, crossbar! Firm header, just off target.
He did so well there, it's just a shame about the accuracy.
And can he finish it? Great vision. And now a sudden chance to counter. That's been cut out, well played. Howson is the team's great visionary. Gerrard. Kukçu. Well, played right into his path. Duke is onto this. Gerrard. Now it's Rooney. Quality ball. Well, that's beautifully weighted. It's Pato! Well, that wasn't too dissimilar to the previous attempt.
England really can be very happy with the way they're going about things, Peter. They'll want to capitalise on this good spell, though.
And the pass is intercepted. And it's half-time. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here. England come in at half-time on the wrong end of a 1-0 scoreline.
Yeah, you don't get any points for stating the obvious, Peter, but thankfully this is still very savable. Keep things simple, keep the intensity high, and hope for an early goal. If that happens, it's a game-changer.
So that was the first half, and we will be back with the second half shortly.
Substitution.
We're on the move again.
England can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
Can he get on the end of this? Tries to play it through. Benatia cuts it out. Short changes him with that pass. And this is Rooney. Del Piero. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal. And it had to be.
I'm not sure the shot was ever on there, really. There were just too many bodies in the way, Peter.
Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Kajolu is looking to influence the game from out wide. England come out this half somewhat altered.
Well, I think it's the perfect time to make a change.
No joy this time.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Rijkaard. Hazard. It's made its way to him. England still behind thanks to that solitary strike.
The attendance for this match was 60,000.
This is Hazard. Just about up to the hour now. Good ball, good take.
Oh, that's a cracking ball. Too quick for defence and keeper.
Substitution for Arsenal, number 17, Hazard. Coming on to replace him is number 10, Berbatov. Substitutions taking place.
Now it's Berbatov. Oh, the ball's run loose here. Pull it. Aimed beyond the defence. Your impression so far, Jim?
We've not seen much from this team as a whole, Peter. OK, that's largely due to the way their opponents have approached it, but they can up their game considerably.
Oh, what has happened here? He slings it in. Pull it. And the counter is on. It's a pretty loose pass. Rijkaard. And it's Gerrard. Kupchu. And that's a good... Berbatov! Oh, that was a half-decent effort.
Yeah, typically for him, that was the furthest thing from easy, but it still didn't stop him having a go. Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
And now they can spring out of defence. That has not gone well. Kajolu. Pressing high and with purpose. Gerrard. That's Rijkaard. Kupchu. That's a little off target.
Well, the moans and groans from the stands now are very audible.
Howson. Gerrard. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Well, that looks a decent ball. Knocks it into space.
England really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
He's on it. Oh, good effort! Gerrard. Now that's well seen too. Not the most accurate pass. Tries to pass it through. The defence opting here for strength in numbers. And the cross getting up there! Oh, it's come off the upright.
Substitution for Arsenal, number 24.
So here comes a substitution.
Arsene. Number 3, Benatia. Number 22.
That pass isn't the best.
Number 5.
Time and again they are repelled.
Coming on the field.
Well, this could be it. Past something close to a minor miracle.
Well, I like to see, Peter, that they haven't given up yet, so the spirit burns on.
Number 4.
Tacho gets across to intercept that.
Number 18.
Couldn't squeeze it through. Pull it. Lovely pass, but can he get there?
England really can only do one thing now, Peter. Get the ball up front, make sure it sticks, and sustain some pressure.
And that is a little undercooked. Now it's Darwin, and he is dashing away. Oh, that's a foul in a dangerous area. Yellow or red? It is red. So seemingly that was deemed a denial of a clear goal-scoring opportunity. Kupchu with a real chance here. So a genuine chance to increase the lead. Kupchu! Nearly, but not quite.
Well, he looks a little annoyed with himself, Peter, but he hit it well enough. Better look next time, maybe.
2 added minutes has been
Time
indicated.
added on will be 2 minutes. That has been cut short. Di Lorenzo. And we're done. Quite a game, and one that was always on a knife edge until the very final whistle. No shortage of endeavour, effort, at times effervescence, but just one goal to show for all. So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion.
Hello,
The game yet to kick off.
today's
The
match.
excitement already palpable. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. And that gets things running. Well, for anyone whose allegiances lie with the red half of Manchester, this man for so long was an unsung hero. One of the most decorated defenders in the English top flight. He is Mikhail Silvestre.
His game was all about versatility and durability, Peter. An astute defender in the middle, a fine ball carrier with a good engine, went out wide.
Yeah, and you can expect another busy shift from him here.
He's never shy.
Griezmann. Oh, he's looking to get away, but the defending is persistent, adhesive. Great defending, strong and determined. Now it's Rooney. He's had it taken off him. Juve. And he's had it nicked away. Defending in numbers, sharp and uncompromising. Can he get onto this? Rooney is offering some sort of an apology there.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
No, that was never going to make it. Both sides exercising caution for now. Rijkaard. Well, that pass isn't the best. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Not the most accurate pass. And that pass just didn't quite work.
Yeah, I've had a quick review of what we've seen so far, and I can confirm we're in a shot-free zone.
Well, that is one way to stop him. Davids. Well, that's beautifully weighted. That is good alertness. And the pass is intercepted. Christian. And he's decided to go for it. Oh, no question, that's a foul. And that's going to be a booking. That was travelling.
It was a sterling effort, and at least he kept it on target. And it was worth a go. Ayutthaya definitely have the look of a team that likes to counter-attack, Peter.
Yeah, that is clear. Just look at how they line up.
Well, in other words, they don't mind being patient.
That'll be a throw-in. Juve. Rooney going about things with real menace. Shapes to shoot! Conte. Oh, there's a probing ball.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Out of play for a throw. Short changes him with that pass. Well, the less said about that pass, the better. Conte. Mbappe. Now it's Griezmann. Juve. Juve! Goal! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
The first breakthrough.
Yeah, but I think they all know too well that things are far from done here, and while there's never a good time to be caught out, you definitely don't want it to be now.
Griezmann unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Chance for a shot! Goal! Again in a trice, and they are soaring! His position was perfect, the invitation was there for him, and his response absolutely clinical.
Way too good, Peter. Too quick, too smart for that defence, who were made to look a little lost, in all honesty.
Ayutthaya are now luxuriating in a two-goal lead.
Yeah, it's all happening now. There's been an upping of the intention and urgency, a real step up in possession and purpose now.
He's going to be disappointed with that. Now it's Beckham. It's Cristiano Ronaldo! Now he wants to get in on the act here.
Paris Saint-Germain really have stepped it up now. They could have been a bit more greedy and forced the issue.
Now he's got space here. Mbappe is in a really good position out wide. Beckham, it's a pretty loose pass. It's a searching pass. Oh, he's just misjudged that one.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Well, that's been cut out. Well played. O'Shea kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. And it's Rijkaard. Conte. Yes! They are purring, truly purring. He hit that like he meant it, absolutely speared it in.
Well, he's absolutely drilled that, Peter. When you hit it like that, the keeper's not going to be able to do much about it.
3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy. Looking for options for movement. Knocks it into space. Oh, he'd have done well to reach that. And he was quick to react. And it's half-time.